In this season of The Big Talk, you are going to have access to the most incredible speakers who recently performed at the virtual showcase, which is the culmination of the Big Talk Academy, my 12-week signature speaker training. Be sure to watch every single one of these speakers in this series because they are all equally as inspiring, entertaining, and powerful. And by sharing their important messages, they can change and even save a life. Enjoy. Michelle Arpin Begina is an author, speaker, nationally recognized financial advisor, and activist. She's been called the Erin Brockovich of financial literacy and is on a mission to redefine how we think about and teach our children about money. Welcome to the stage, Michelle Arpin Begina, with Talking About Money is Easy once you know how.
What's your engagement ring cost? And how much money do you make? What do you have saved for retirement? Does the thought of answering these questions make you feel uncomfortable, maybe even slightly annoyed and sick to your stomach? I get it. Not only aren't we taught what is or isn't important to talk about when it comes to money, we've been taught that the right thing is not to talk about it at all. Our silence is costly. It robs us of help that's available for the asking, so we don't end up having to choose between our pride or a subway token we can't afford that would get us to a job interview. Silence about money and families can separate and isolate instead of uplifting and bringing its members closer. By not having money conversations, we assume pay at work is a level playing field when it's not. And the lack of benchmarks at organizations, companies, and society at large sometimes leads to people who can least afford things paying the most. Let's face it, our financial system was established for efficient service to comply with rules, regs, and laws, and designed to deal with special handling instructions of accounts, not people. The system wasn't designed with you or me in mind at all. The special handling that you deserve is left a chance. Surveys state that 64% of people with a financial advisor don't feel like they have anyone to talk with about their money. What? Friends even tell me they wouldn't dream of talking to their advisor about their money. And it's no wonder. fMRI brain scans prove that we feel money exactly like a life or death situation. 70% of us are stressed about it. And how ironic that even when we have a financial professional to talk with, like me, we often don't, out of fear of showing our insides. We don't want to risk being judged, rejected, or shamed for how we are with money, because who we really are and who people think we are can be two different things. Outsiders' interpretations about how we live are often wrong, and people go to great lengths to avoid having others see the truth of their situation all the time. My family lived large and seemed to have achieved the American dream. Outsiders didn't know that we lived rich, poor, rich, poor. My parents were always within an inch of bouncing checks and having our home foreclosed on. Growing up, two opposing realities about money were true at all times and showed up in things like a joyride and a brand new Corvette being ruined by knowing we couldn't afford health insurance. Family life was like riding a seesaw on a roller coaster. And I know my stories are next level, batshit crazy, but something or another makes just about all of us a little mad about money. We'd rather sacrifice our financial well-being than risk being seen or speak truth to money. The kind of truth that what you see is real. It's the upfront, unfiltered truth. Because whether we have a little or a lot, our relationship can make us feel like Beverly Hillbillies at a yacht club. And I should know. A month after graduating high school, my father, on a total whim, bought a yacht with funds that had been earmarked for my college tuition. His sheepish grin and "oh shucks" shrugged his shoulders when he told me You couldn't send me to school. Conveyed a complete and utter indifference toward me that nearly did me in. I was on my own. My first instinct was to survive, to find a way forward and to pull myself up on my bootstraps. It was not to reach out and talk with someone about what had happened. Breaking up with my resistance to talking about difficult feelings was a cross between hostage negotiation and a 12-step program. We project a lot of unresolved feelings on the money, and it takes some digging to admit something about money is hard. Here's the reality. Talking about money is easy. It's talking about our feelings about money that are so hard. Choosing to speak publicly about my relationship to money and my parents is what broke me wide open. It restored my sense of belonging and gave me an inner peace all my secret shame had kept from me. Thinking of asking for help is hard, as in it hurts our brain kind of hard, exactly like physical pain does. The thought of opening up exposes us to an internal tug of war between wanting help on the one hand and the risk of social pain on the other. Admitting there's a problem, thinking about it, clarifying our thoughts and feelings, and managing ourselves in and out of the idea of talking about money. Allow yourself to define a new way for money to take up space in your life by experiencing the healing impact of someone looking in your eyes and saying, just tell me your story. Choose someone for whom you can do no wrong, or pick someone whose opinion matters greatly. What is important is to receive respect, unconditional positive regard, acceptance, and even love, no matter what is shared. The most profound sort of listening is being overstood. Overstanding is when someone knows our story and where it came from. It does not matter at all if our story makes sense to them. What matters is they can see how our story makes sense to us. Keep repeating the process of negotiating with yourself. Find trusted thought partners to share and keep sharing. It'll liberate you time and again. Talking about money will be easy. You'll know how.
If you desire to be on the virtual showcase stage, hop on over to thebigtalkacademy.com and register now for my 12-week signature speaker training, where you can become certified by the Big Talk Academy and perform on my virtual showcase stage. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button and notification bell, and definitely share your thoughts in the comments. I will respond to each and every one of you. Big love.